Teeny the tiny lamia. You never fight her, so there are no talk events. Her trait is Petite Maid Bandit. Can always equip plates, can always use cooking, service, thievery, and snake skills. Service skills deal 15% extra damage, and has increased stats for each former bandit in the party. So being able to use a whole bunch of skills at the same time doesn't really help, because you just want to use the ones that deal the most damage for you. And that extra 15% damage isn't a whole lot. So the only real benefit you'd really get is having all the bandit members in the same party. So we'll just call that a C. Her play events are: she does laundry, she gives you some ama dongo that you get to keep. She complains that all of her play events are just her doing chores. She repairs holes in socks, and she does dishes. So, it's basically nothing, so we'll call it C. Her story interaction: she's part of the 4 bandits, so she has a little bit. So we'll give it a B. In the Pocket Castle, she has an interaction with Rami. My chest is so heavy, I can't fly. In that case, give it to me. But that's impossible! Give them to me! Teeny, could you wash my clothes? I've been running at full speed and now they're all sticky. I'm not your mom. Oh, jeez, they're so dirty. Just where have you been playing? Sorry, Mom. Don't call me Mom. Still flat. A perfect washboard. The 2 girls obsessed with getting bigger boobs. Give it time, girls, give it time. I brought meat, so let's have a roast today. Leave the cooking to me. If you keep spewing fire until it turns into charcoal again, next time you'll be the meat. Scary! Alright. For her presents, if you give her raw ingredients, she'll tend to want to cook with them. Interesting interactions include grapes. Ah, some tasty looking grapes. Since I lack the technique to make wine, I'll just eat them as they are. Potatoes. Mmm, tasty looking potatoes. My repertoire has over 30 dishes with potatoes. The chili pepper. Chili pepper is a weird gift, but since it's for me, I can use it for seasoning. Sea bream. Wow, a whole sea bream? I rarely get a chance to prepare such a high-grade fish. Eel. I can prepare eel. Of course I should make kabayaki, right? Cooking is life. Milk. Milk is the basis of cooking. If I drink it, my boobs might get bigger. Bread. Just bread? Then I'll make you a sandwich. Yakisoba bread. Yakisoba bread is strange, isn't it? It looks odd, but it's still delicious. Thinking about it makes me hungry. Munch munch. Tasty! Pizza. I don't have enough heat to bake a pizza. If I ask Pappy for help, it might just turn it into charcoal. Sushi. It's pretty hard to imitate sushi. Maybe I should practice at Gobso Town. Broiled eel. Broiled eel? That's so lavish! Once I'm able to make it, will that make me a grown-up? Kids meal. Wow, a kids meal! I'm just seeing it as reference for cooking. Just reference! In other words, she's not a kid. Or doesn't want to be called a kid, anyway. Kitty rice. Kitty rice. I wouldn't call this a dish. Well, it's tasty in its own way. Croquette. Wonder if it tastes better than my croquettes. Tastes just as good as mine. Broiled fish. Munch. Tasty. I miss going fishing with the others. Nothing's stopping you. Just put in a leave request, you'll be fine. Miso soup. The taste of miso soup is completely different depending on the person who made it. This is tasty. Canned stew. What is this? What is this? Wedding cake. Amazing! I can make big cakes like this! Wow, I think I can fit inside it! Ice cream? I don't like frozen desserts since I'm a lamia. Munch. I'm freezing. Wine? When it comes to me, even wine can be used for cooking. Any of the grilled items. What is this? Why did this get made? Poison mushroom. Much fun. I remember this! Surprisingly, she didn't get angry. And last but not least, the chipapa. Even I can't use this for cooking. It ran away. Pip the orc girl. While talking to her, you learn that she is very boastful about the pride of the orcs, and that orcs like to raid villages and bad touch people, especially knight princesses. Her trait is, an orc came to town. Can always equip hats, helmets, bucklers, shields, clothes, breastplates, armor, and skippy armor, which is very handy for beasts. Can always equip clubs and use club skills. Gains 20% to all stats when in towns. Deals increased damage with club skills based on her current HP. So while being able to equip everything makes up for the lack of bulk that many beasts have, being able to use clubs and club skills while not being a demi-human limits how much of that she can actually capitalize on. 20% to all stats on towns is nice, but you're rarely fighting in towns. And so being to low HP to increase her damage is okay, but It's a bit risky and inconvenient to have her damaged all the time. So, we're going to throw it into C as well. It's a lot of nice boosts, but she can't really capitalize on them. Her play events are: she polishes her club, she practices swinging her club, which hits a random target, she'll trip and damage herself, she'll get herself psyched up to increase her attack power, and she'll eat lunch. It's a mix of pros and cons, so it goes into C. Her story interaction, well, she's in every town where you can go and find her. So that's something at least. But we'll still stick it at C. It's still not a whole lot. In the Pocket Castle, she interacts with Gob. You're a fellow club user. Are you an orc too? I'm a goblin. I feel like we can get along, goblin. Let's go raid a village together. Maybe next time. You're a fellow club user. Are you an orc too? No, I'm human. Can you tell just by looking? Hey, why are you saying anything? No, your voluptuousness is clearly that of an orc. Well, Sonia is quite thick, so I agree. For a present, she'll take just about anything. Give her any kind of fruit. Apples. I love them. The lowly orc will eat anything. Orcs even devour vegetables. We shall have this year's harvest. Orcs love mushrooms. We'll even nibble on them raw. The chili pepper. Ah, spicy! This is a trap for orcs. Fish. Orcs also love fish. Munch munch. Shall we take a trip to the sea sometime? Sausage. Oink! It's sausage! It's not pork, right? Flour. As expected, even orcs can't eat it in powder form. Somebody! Is there anyone who can make this into bread? Bread. Speaking of looting, bread! This is what orcs really want. You really want bread, huh? Onpon. Onpon. Onpon, huh? Are you trying to fan me up? No way. Could you... We're not fanning her up to eat her, are we? The sandwich. A sandwich is great to take with you. I'll be sure to keep some in my carry-on when I'm on a looting trip. Hamburger. Orcs also eat hamburgers. That's not to say that orcs are eaten by hamburgers, though. Omu rice. Write my name in the omelet. Orc. Now it belongs to me. Fried rice. Fried rice? You're torturing rice? Oh, it's stir-fried? I'm an orc, so I'm just going with it. Sushi. Is it fresh? I'd love to go to Yamatai village to plunder, but that would be retaliation. This is broiled eel. This is a gem that'll make even an orc's taste buds sing. Kids meal. Orcs don't like to be treated like kids, but it is pretty tasty. Key rice. I just want to state that orcs are not cats. But since it's a gift, I won't complain. Broiled fish. Grilled fish? The fish's regrets will disappear in my stomach. Yakitori. Yakitori, huh? Orcs have to be careful to not end up like this. Munch, munch. Roast chicken. Roast chicken? Orcs burn too. We don't cook it too much because if we get burned, we turn into roast pork. Miso soup. It's good to be calm sometimes. This is also the spirit of an orc. Cream stew. The warmth seeps into even an orc's rough heart. Gyan stew. I'd rather become stew than eat this stew. Spaghetti. What about tackle torture for orcs? No, I'm just thinking to myself. Some rather disturbing thoughts you're having there. Okonomiyaki. It's okonomiyaki, grilled to my satisfaction. There's pork in it. That's kind of... Yep, she didn't take it. Hot dog. Oh, a hot dog. Pillaging with this in one hand is nice. Takoyaki. Takoyaki. Whew. It's hot inside, but not in a sexual way. Dango is very tasty, but I don't want to be skewered. Rice cake. It's pure white on the outside, while pitch black on the inside. Just like an orc. Baked potato. We bake villages and potatoes, but we don't eat the burned villages, though. Wedding cake. This is a huge cake for a wedding. As an orc, I'd love to crash a wedding. Jelly. Jelly is awfully jiggly, huh? It's just like an orc's butt. Parfait. Ooh, parfait! I'm getting fatter and fatter. Beer. Orcs are not good with alcohol. It turns our whole body bright red. That's interesting. Honey? Honey? Did you raid a beehive? Please don't sting me, bees. Lick, lick. Any of the grilled items? What is this? You've violated a sea creature. Fish bones. Orcs will eat anything, but we're not garbage cans. Poison mushroom. A mushroom, huh? Munch, munch, munch. Oink! Oi, 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 oink! A beetle. Beetles are the king of insects. But as long as they don't have a royal palace or princesses, we're not going to plunder them. A rock. A rock. I used to have these thrown at me. But I'm an orc, so I don't mind. And last but not least, the Chupapa. What is this weird thing? Huh? It ran away. Honey the Bee Girl. As you talk to her, you learn that bears are their enemies because the bears try to steal their honey. And then Alrane are also their enemies because the bee girls have to fight the Alrane for their nectar. And also if they collect too much honey, they're unable to fly. Her trait is Honey Stinger. Can always use insect skills, dealing double damage to poison foes. Skills using stingers have a half SP cost and deal 30% extra damage. Has increased stats if Maria is in the main party. Maria being the queen bee. So those are all decent stat boosts. Double damage to poison foes is nice, because the poison will deal damage over time, and then you get to double damage on top of that. There aren't too many good stinger skills, but it's nice early on. So we'll give it a B. Her play events are, she licks honey, she gives you a stinger, she fights with a random bear girl, she'll catch beetles with her honey, and she gets attacked by wasps. All of it amounts to doing absolutely nothing, so we'll call it C. Story-wise, she has very little interaction, so we'll call it C. We don't have anyone that she chats with yet. I haven't collected enough honey. There aren't any bears here, right? As for food, she will only eat sweet things. So she will take fruits, but she doesn't really care for them. Interesting interactions include the Ama Ama Dongo. It's filled with honey, isn't it? Sounds tasty. Nom nom. Sweet things are good. Chocolate. I like chocolate because it is sweet. I think I'll keep this in my hive. The wedding cake. This is amazing! I can't even keep it in my hive. Perhaps I should carry it on my back? Jelly. Jelly is the best food for honeybees. Should I eat this even though I'm not a queen? It's not royal jelly, you're fine. Ice cream. It's cold and sweet. What a mysterious food. It's delicious, but I'll get cold if I keep it in my hive. Cola. I can't drink this beverage. It's sweet, but it's too fizzy. Beer. I can't drink alcohol. It makes me sick. It also ruins my honey. Candy. Candy. This is essentially a lump of sugar. Lick, lick. It's tasty. Of course, the honey. Honey is my favorite snack. Lick, 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 lick. It's delicious. Beetle. A beetle? Hey, it's sucking the honey from my hive! And last but not least, the Chupapa. So this is a spirit, huh? Just went inside my hive and started singing. Bunny Chan the bunny girl. That's a human bunny girl, of course. You don't fire in combat, so there's no talk to her. Her trait is Lucky Bunny. Targeted only 1/4 as often by enemies. Gives increased gold drop and recruit rate. So the gold drop and recruit rate are both nice. She's only to be stuck in the back row and just kept there. She can easily be replaced by equipment. So we'll put at... Yeah, we'll put at... Actually, we'll put at D, because both of those skills can easily be replaced by equipment. And targeted less often, I mean, that means nothing if you just keep her in the back row all the time. Her play events are Hustle Dance, which heals the whole party. She'll Cheer, which heals the whole party. She'll do the Sparkle, which stuns all enemies. She'll give you some free casino coins. And she'll fall asleep. Even with that fall asleep, every single other play event is just a huge bonus. Sometimes even better than what you would have her do originally. So yeah, I think we have to put her play event at A. She has 0 story interactions, so that has to go into F. And of course, she has no Pocket Castle interactions. I want to go out and play somewhere.